Hello everyone, Matt Yosman here. I want to talk with you about filing status in filing a patent application. What are large entity status, small entity status, and micro entity status? In other videos that I've got on my channel, you can see me talk about how those filing statuses affect the cost of the patent application in fees to the USPTO, and also incidentally, fees at any point in the prosecution of the application. But what are those filing statuses? Well, let's start with large. A large entity filing status is the default status. If you don't meet the small or micro entity filing status criteria, then you file as a large entity and you pay fees at that level. Small entity status. To qualify as a small entity, you have to either be a person or a small business or a nonprofit organization. And you have to not have assigned your rights to a large entity, only to small entities or micro entities. And for a small entity, you have, for a business, you have to meet the Small Business Administration's criteria, which as of now, I believe are 500 employees or fewer. So most businesses qualify, or small businesses qualify, right? And to be a nonprofit, there are a few different categories of nonprofit for both a small business and a nonprofit. You have to have not assigned your rights to any large entity. Two other things to note on small entity status. If you've assigned your rights to a federal agency, that doesn't count as an assignment that takes you out of the small entity filing status. And second, if you've got a security interest attached to your patent rights, that doesn't count either, so long as you don't default on the security interest on the loan, right? Okay, next up, microentity filing status, the most discounted category of filing fees, any fees, for the patent office in a patent application and patent prosecution. You get to be a microentity by first qualifying for small entity status, and second, meeting some other criteria. There's two other sets of criteria. One is employment by a university. If you work at a university and you have to assign your rights in the invention to the university, and you also would qualify as a small entity, as a person, of course, then you qualify for microentity status. The second way is that's referred to as a university employment or university basis for microentity filing status. The second way to qualify for microentity status is what's called the gross income basis. Now for this, you have to have, of course, first qualify as a small entity. Second, your income for the past year, the year prior to when you're paying the fee, and this changes every calendar year, so has to be equal to or less than 3 times the median household income for that previous year. That number is updated every October. Right now, it's about $189,000 and some dollars. So if your income is at or below that $189,000 and change level, then you can qualify in the gross income basis. One note about that income: if you are married, this is your share of your income, so your income personally, not your spouse's income. And if you've got dividends or capital gains, it's your share of those, not your spouse's share, and your spouse's income doesn't factor into it. It's your income as the inventor. And along with the income threshold and qualifying as a small entity, you also have to have been named as an inventor on 4 or fewer non-provisional patent applications. What does that mean? Well, if you were an inventor and you filed a provisional application or 1,000 provisional applications, it doesn't count. Only non-provisional applications count. And also note that if you assigned or are obliged to assign your rights in a non-provisional patent application as a condition of your employment or former employment, that doesn't count towards the limit of 4 or fewer non-provisional patent applications. So if you worked at a company, you came up with 30 different inventions or any number, and you have to assign them and either have assigned them or are obliged to assign them as a condition of your previous employment or current employment. Those don't count towards your 4 or fewer non-provisional patent applications that can keep you in the micro-entity filing status. And as you'll see in the other videos I've got up on why filing status matters, that can in effect save you a lot of money on patent office filing fees. If you've got questions about this, please leave me a comment or DM me. You can shoot me an email. It's hello@yospenlaw.com, or you can give me a call, 617-340-9295. And if you found this helpful, and I hope you did, please like, comment, share, and thanks for watching. Take care.